Ferries are commonplace in Hong Kong. It is only natural that the fragrant harbor would have ferry routes to transport people quickly. But the ferries that we have only transport people over the oceans, not across any other water bodies like rivers or lakes. River ferries actually used to be commonplace too in Hong Kong, especially in the new territories where the rivers are wide and long. Many fishing villages and riverside communities used to have river ferries that helped people cross over before the widespread use of bridges, which are more expensive to build for rural communities. However, after the advent of industrialization, bridges were built across the rivers that used to split the landscape. In the face of this, river ferries became redundant and no one was willing to pay money for them, and so gradually the river ferries started shutting down. But there is one last ferry route that still operates in Hong Kong. The Wai Ferry on the Kam Tin River in Yuen Long is the last river ferry in Hong Kong and survives only because there are no bridges across the river at this point. To call the boat, you may ring the bell on the other side. The boatman then paddles the boat to you to ferry you to the other side. The ferry operations are small and quaint and are a unique experience and part of Hong Kong's heritage that we should all cherish. Because of this, the Wai Ferry has become a popular attraction for tourists, and people often use the ferry to carry their bicycles to the other side. Wai is a popular biking route because it follows a scenic route on a river delta between the Shan Pui and Kam Tin rivers. The Shan Pui River on the western side of Wai is famous because a crocodile was found here in November 2003. She was a 1.5-meter long female crocodile. Many efforts were made to catch the crocodile, but it wasn't until over 6 months later in June 2004 before it was caught. After a naming contest, the crocodile was named Pui Pui, a transliteration of the Chinese characters, meaning that it came from Shan Pui River. She now lives in the Hong Kong Wetland Park. Wai is a biodiverse and ecologically important area. Many aquatic creatures and migratory birds shelter here, and it forms part of the Mai Po ecosystem. Wai is also popular with tourists, with attractions such as the Bridal Bridge, Eucalyptus Woods, the Glade, and of course the wetlands and fish ponds, which serve as popular eco-tourist attractions. However, unfortunately, the area has been in the sightlines of various developers who want to use the land for housing. Thankfully, the government has so far stopped them from destroying this pristine environment, but there have been suspicious arson attacks in the area in an attempt to destroy the ecological significance of the site, which is very unfortunate. However, for now, the picturesque and rather quaint villages and fish ponds of Wai continue to persevere against the pressure from urbanization and development. Wai truly does feel like you've left the modern metropolis behind and traveled back in time, and for this, we need to cherish and protect the area for its uniqueness. After all, it's Hong Kong's diversity that makes the city so special.